As a pilot announces that we're landing, the sun starts streaming into the plane. I take a deep breath. Going into Southern California is always a great experience for me. It's a wonderful area with good friends and good people. But I'm not there for that. I'm there to sit on a beach and have a conversation with the team on exactly what's going to happen next quarter. This isn't a vacation. This isn't a boondoggle. This is one of the most valuable things I've ever done. When done consistently, correctly, it becomes a massive flywheel for getting your business off the ground. Imagine sitting around a table with the people you trust and know the most, and not only talking about what's going to happen in the future, but what's going to happen in the next 3 months. Every quarter, you sit down and you reevaluate where you are, what you need to do, and what needs to be done. It is one of the most powerful techniques I ever have seen. And in many ways, it is the key to most people's success. It's a powerful tool that allows you to focus in for a short period of time. Instead of these long 1, 10, and 15-year goals, it's very easy to get focused for just 3 months. And in fact, most people lose track of their goals after 3 months. So it's a reoccurring, reestablishing thing. If you're not planning every quarter, you're just behind. You become irrelevant. Here's why rigorous quarterly planning must be a serious business. Quarterly planning allows businesses to break down their annual goals into manageable, actionable steps, increasing the likelihood that people are actually going to achieve them. Without this alignment, resources are wasted, teams become disjointed, strategic goals become out of reach. With it, we gain efficiency, cohesion, and a clear path to success. Remember, a quarter is a terrible thing to waste. What are you going to do in this meeting? And it doesn't have to be on a beach, although it is nice to get out of the office. You're going to sit down and take a look at the yearly goals that you have and what's going to be done in this quarter to move those forward. A couple of things that I would suggest you think about immediately is those yearly goals need to be broken out into quarters to begin with, but those quarterly goals should be achievable within the next 3 months so that you can see progress as you move forward. If those goals are so big, you may have to readjust the yearly goals. But every quarter, look at that for time, money, and resources. And it can't be more than 4. Can't be more than 4 strategic goals that will move your company forward. Now, if you're running your company, here's what I suggest you do. You identify 5 or 6 things that will move your company forward over the year. And then every quarter, you break it down and figure out what you're going to do in every month of that quarter. So each one of these things should bring you strategically to the longer term plan. But the quarter is a powerful tool where you get everyone together and they have a conversation about what they agree they're going to do. And that allows them to move forward, that everyone's on the same page. Interestingly enough, after about 3 months, I find that people start to get distracted and start moving off the plan. Now, that's at its simplest. There's a lot more nuance that can go in, but we don't really have time to delve into that nuance. If that's an interest to you, a great starting point is a book called Traction, where they talk about all of the goals and how to achieve them throughout the entire process. It is a document-intensive process that helps you strategically start this process. But the real trick to this is a continuous review on a quarterly basis. Keeping that up. And it doesn't have to be off-site. It could be in the lunchroom. It could be in a coffee shop for an hour or 2. Just to strategically review exactly what's happening and how it's happening. And continuously reinforcing that. That quarterly planning should not only be your executive group, but you should also be doing it personally. What are you doing to personally evaluate what you're doing? I developed a podcast about the 3 best bits of advice that I had and suggest you do it quarterly. If you haven't heard that, it's link below. But what we talk about is what are you going to do quarterly personally as well? What are you going to do to allow yourself to get better? What golden stairs and what trophies are you going to produce? If you're familiar with that terminology, it was some of the best information, best career advice I ever gave. So every quarter, take an hour or 2 to evaluate where you are as well. Evaluate what you can do better, what areas of improvement, what things you can learn. I pick one thing every quarter that I'm going to learn and get better. And it's not necessarily directly tied to my business, but tangentially tied to my business. I've told the story of taking my first photography class and how that changed how my entire business ran. Maybe it is learning a new language or learning a new system or maybe a new tool. All of these, if you strategically work on it for 3 months, you can get much better at it. And that allows you to move forward. Take quarters seriously. And usually what you want to do is you want to do your planning a week or two before the quarter starts, so you get a nice fresh start on every one of those. So block that time off. Block that day off where you can sit down and really focus on the quarter and what's going on. And get people to buy in. Instead of just assigning them stuff to do, have them have a conversation and let them explain what they think they need to do and how they're going to do it. And then hold them accountable for that quarter. It'll take about 2 or 3 quarters for them to get the process right. But if you continue to keep it, you get this wonderful movement. You get this wonderful conversation. You get this wonderful cadence that starts going. And as this cadence goes, people expect it. They like it, they understand it, and they know how they can be evaluated by it. So create that cadence, if not for your company, for yourself. What are you going to do this quarter to improve your business? What are you going to do this quarter to improve your life? What are you going to do to improve your family? What are you going to do to improve your social life? All of those create a cadence that starts to come up. And if you do it quarterly, you tend to get it done better. And then review. Did you get done? What did you learn? What did you need to do? Continuously put that in front of you, and those quarters will start adding up. The amazing thing, and this is what I was taught by a strategic coach, is that if you do it quarterly for 25 years and you only move yourself 1%, if you could move yourself 1% better for every quarter, and that should be your goal, is to move yourself for every quarter. If you do it 1%, if you do it for 25 years, you've moved your company 100%. Now that's math. In all reality, that doesn't really happen. It gets multiple. Let's start from there. Imagine getting 100% better in the next 25 years, or 50% better in the next 15. The beauty of this is the ability to start this process and create that cadence. So what I'd love you to do is I'd love you to step down, take a minute, and figure out when you're going to plan the next quarter and then what that quarter is going to look like. So sit down right now and book some time with the people that are important to create that quarterly review, and then start that process and set that cadence, announce it, let it happen, and then go ahead and do it. So do me a favor. What I'd love to hear from you today is the thing that was most important for you, what the idea that came across that was most important for you to move your business forward, not inside your business, but something tangentially. Let's put it in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode on the Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Want to transform your business with expert strategies? Schedule your strategy session today by clicking the link in the description below. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Venture Gained. See you in the next video.